Good evening, farmers, and welcome to this very brief video. And tonight I want us to talk about how you handle your goose. Because as a farmer, after you have bought your gooselings or even a mature goose, they are going to come a time when they'll start laying their eggs. And many people are confused of what to do. And for those who are new in the channel, please subscribe. And for our subscribers, I want to continue thanking you for your support. So the day is finally here. Your goose has laid her first egg, and there are a few myths that are associated with the goose eggs. Yeah, some people will tell you that if you touch those eggs or you remove them from where the goose is laying, then the goose will not incubate those eggs. And that one is not very true. But for a farmer, you must be prepared when your goose or before your goose starts laying. So how do you prepare yourself? One, you should make sure that you have an area that is where they normally sleep, an area that is dedicated to the laying of eggs. This area, of course, should be dry. They should be covered so that the eggs don't have access to raining or rainfall, because of course that one can destroy the eggs and make them not to produce the goslings. So when you are prepared like that and you have observed that your goose has laid the first egg, first of all you should remember that it takes around 23 hours for a goose to make another egg. That is why it is not normally possible for a goose to lay eggs consecutively. So what they do, normally they skip one day. For example, they might lay on Monday, then they skip Tuesday, and then they continue laying on Wednesday, Friday, like that. So you need to remember also that they are mostly the geese lay eggs like from 6, sometimes 8, 10, or 12. So what I normally do myself is that if it has laid its first egg, what I do is that I remove that egg from the area where the geese has started laying, and I can put even another smaller egg, like the egg of a chicken. And then I store this egg in an area where there is no too much heat, because you know that if there is too much heat, the egg can start developing even before the incubation. So that is what I normally do. And then I'm able to calculate the number of eggs the geese has laid. And if they approach like 6 or 7, then I wait for 2 consecutive days. And when I note that the geese are no longer laying, what I do now is that I return the eggs to where the geese was used to laying. And then she's going to start incubating the eggs immediately. So that is what I normally do. The other challenge that comes in when the goose is laying on its eggs is how do you feed the geese? How do you feed it? Because as usual, this bird is going to require food and water. So what I normally do is that I don't keep food and water very close to the nest. Because what happens is that if you keep it very close to the nest, then the geese is going to poop even on the eggs. So you have to keep a very reasonable distance between food and where the nest is. And the main importance of this is to ensure that the nest remains very clean. Because when the nest is clean and the eggs are not dirtied by the poop, then the chances of hatching even more goslings increases. So make sure that there is a very big distance between the nest and where the food and water is, so that your eggs are going to remain clean and the geese is going to give you a high number of goslings. So that is my advice on handling the geese when they are incubating their eggs.